earlier we were hearing about the problems 3 people had with their new builds in Bicester. Their developer, Bovis, which is part of the Vistry Group, acknowledged there were some issues and has apologised, saying it's been working with the residents to resolve the majority of problems in line with the 2-year guarantee that they offer to all buyers. But what is snagging? We thought we'd look into this morning. Jonathan Glover is the co-founder of the snagging company, Premier Snag. It covers Oxfordshire. His firm inspects new build homes on behalf of homeowners to check for issues. Morning, Jonathan.
Good morning, Sophie. You okay?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
So, surveys suggest the overwhelming majority of new homeowners are happy with their new homes. Can you give us a sense of how rare it is to have complaints and snagging issues?
Yeah, so, generally when someone buys a new build home, we will find snagging issues. We deal with complaints daily from new home buyers. It can range from anything from minor issues to major issues, but generally throughout the industry at the minute there is lots and lots of issues there with new build homes. You find some really good sites, but there's some sites that do have lots and lots of problems.
And not suggesting that any of these are in Oxfordshire, but talk us through some of the worst things you've seen with new build properties.
We've seen lots and lots of issues, and again, it's something we see daily all over the country. Not just in the Oxford area. You have structural bracing missing in loft areas, insulation missing from whole properties, driveways that aren't completed, and customers are getting handed the keys because they've got to complete on houses that they can just about get to with cars. Bay windows that are lifting off and aren't attached to, bay canopies that are lifting off the windows, which aren't attached. Then down to some minor things which can be quite, I suppose, can be funny, where you've got a bathroom door lock which is on the wrong side of the door, but it's still an issue. So it ranges from soil and vent pipes in lofts and extract fans that aren't connected, which should go to vent. So there's some weird and wonderful ones we find, but lots and lots of issues on a daily basis.
And I guess the interesting thing with you, Jonathan, is that before you co-founded Premier Snag, you used to be a building site manager, so you've seen both sides of this. What do you think is causing these problems?
I think the major concerns, the major issues within the industry, there's a big focus on quantity rather than quality of houses that are built. So larger builders will always focus on numbers, trying to get the numbers in for year ends and to hit targets, rather than focusing on, how can we build them to a high standard? Can we focus on that? And the site teams are generally, there isn't enough members of site managers and assistants on site, which means they've got too many properties they have to look after. If they had bigger site teams, I think that would help. So I think they're the two main issues with the sites at the minute.
When you think about how many new builds are being built right to this second all over the UK, I'm sure it's a number that would boggle your brain. So how easy is it? What could be done to sort of improve things?
Well, like I previously said, I think increasing the number of members of site teams would definitely help. They could focus more on a small number of units to produce higher quality units. I think maybe bonus schemes focus more on quality rather than quantity of units. And I think off-site construction, modern methods of construction, companies like Domus Homes are going to be producing, where quality is controlled within a factory and then it can be delivered to site. So I think those little things there would definitely help.
Interesting to speak to you. Thanks, Jonathan Glover from Premier Snag, one of those who inspects new builds on behalf of homeowners to check for issues. As always, if you've got something to say on this or any of these stories we're talking about this morning, my WhatsApp number is 08000 321 333, and just stick Oxford at the start of your message to get through to me.
Sophie Law, ABC Radio.